Hello guys, welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got back from talking about the Mayor LPGA Classic, and now we're going to be doing a little preview of the U.S. Olympic Track and Field Trials. And someone did ask who my favorite singer is. I have been waiting for someone to ask me this question because I'm a huge fan of Sabrina Carpenter. I love her with my entire life. If there was I want to be her, but also be her best friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very confusing dynamic. But I love her so much. Anyway, okay, but back to Olympic trials, track and field. These trials are really coming up a lot quicker than you think. They're going to be taking place in Eugene, Oregon from June 21st to the 30th. An estimated 900 athletes will be competing. There's going to be many well-known track and field stars competing, and it is one of the best track and field competitions in the world. I'm a little biased on that. I'm very excited about it. Only 3 Olympic team spots in each gender are available in each event, and given the U.S. depth in all the facets of track and field, sprints, hurdles, throws, jumps, and distance running events, it's considered to be the world's hardest all-around team to make. How dominant is the U.S. in the world of track and field now? They have led the track and field medal count at every Olympics since 1984 after boycotting the games in 1980. So you can see how competitive it's gonna be, and it is competitive every single I was about to say every single year, but Olympics aren't every year. Every 4 years, it's super competitive. So at the trials, there were 20 total events for women and men, 10 running events from 100 meters to 10,000 meters, including 2 hurdle races and the 3,000 meter steeplechase, 4 throwing events, discus, shot put, javelin, and hammer throw, 4 jumping events, long jump, triple jump. That was a tongue twister. High jump and pole vault, and then, the quirky 20K race walking event, and of course the 7 event heptathlon for women and the 10 event decathlon for men. At the Olympics, Team USA will also compete in men's and women's 4x100 meter and 4x400 meter relays, plus a mixed gender 4x400 and a mixed gender marathon race walk. The athletes competing on these teams will be drawn from those who qualify for Team USA in individual events, along with alternates who are the next best finishers at the trials. There's also the Olympic Marathon, but the U.S. Olympic Trials Marathons was held on February 3rd in Orlando, Florida, to give the athletes enough time to recover from the demands of hammering 26.2 miles before the big dance in Paris. Although some countries arbitrarily select their Olympic track and field teams, the U.S. system is considered equitable for those who show up at the Olympic trials and compete against the country's best athletes in each particular event. There's just one shot for everyone, and if you finish among the top 3 in your event, and also have the proper Olympic qualifying marks or international rankings under your belt, you'll earn the opportunity of a lifetime, no matter if you're a medal contender or someone who bursts onto the scene with a breakthrough performance. So I do love the way that the trials are done, because some people who don't have a name for themselves yet, just out of nowhere, just make it. Anyway, so here are the top stars at the Olympic trials that you should keep your eye on. Okay, we have to start with Sha'Carri Richardson, obviously. What did I just say? Sha'Carri. Did I just say Shakira? That's crazy. No, Shakira is not going to be performing at the Olympic trials, unfortunately. That would be crazy. Sha'Carri Richardson is going to be there, though. She'll be competing in the 100 and 200 meters. She won 100 meter titles at last summer's World Championships in Budapest and ran on the U.S. gold medal 4x100 meter relays. Oh my goodness, I'm messing up all my words right now. It's so bad. Okay. Richardson ensures the meet number 2 in the U.S. and number 3 in the world in the women's 100 at 10.83 seconds, but 8 other Americans have also broken 11 seconds, so that'll make it the preliminary heats very much exciting. There are 5 returning individual Olympic gold medalists competing in the U.S. Olympic trials with the hopes of repeating their medals in Paris. We have Athing Mu in the 800 meters, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone in the 400 meter hurdles, Katie Moon in the pole vault, and Valerie Allman in the discus. But there are more than a dozen other returning U.S. medalists from the Tokyo Olympics, as well as many more from the 2023 World Championships, including gold medalists Chase Ely in the shot put and Laglagla Tasaga in the discus. The most talented athlete entered in the Olympic trials might be, okay, you know what? I don't want to say most talented because they're all so talented, but considered like versatility, if that makes sense. Like the most like versatility with talent entered in the Olympic trials right now might be Anna Hall, the bronze and silver medalist in the 7-event heptathlon at the past 2 world championships. It's an epic test of speed, strength, agility, and endurance. In the 2-day event, Hall and about a dozen other women will compete in the 100-meter hurdles, high jump, shot put, 200 meters, long jump, javelin throw, and 800 meters, racking up points based on their performance in each event. The athletes will, with the top 3 cumulative totals, will make the U.S. team. So at just 23 years old, Hall is poised to contend for the gold in Paris, although Great Britain's Katarina Johnson-Thompson, the world champion in 2019 and 2023, is also still in search of her first Olympic gold medal after injuries derailed her in 2016 and 2021. So it's going to be a good competition. I feel like I literally cannot say this word, heptathlon is not the most like popular sport to watch, but I feel like this is going to be really, really good competition. It's going to drive a lot more popularity. So the Olympic trials are a great time to see young stars break through, and there is a good chance of that coming up in this trials. Several young collegiate stars could earn their place on the U.S. team heading to Paris after successful results in the just completed NCAA championships. Leading the way are double NCAA champions Mackenzie Long, a 23-year-old from the University of Mississippi. She's a senior. She's ranked 6th in the world at the 100 meters at 10.91 seconds and first in the 200 meters at 21.83 seconds. And then Parker Valby, a 21-year-old junior at the University of Florida who ranks 5th in the U.S. in the 5,000 meters at 14 minutes, 52.18 seconds and second place in the 10,000 meters at 30 minutes, 50.43 seconds. Unfortunately, I do have to say that not all of the best track and field athletes are competing. There are a few top-tier athletes who are hurt and won't be able to compete, which makes it really sad, but that just unfortunately is how it is right now. So Courtney Frerichs, for a torn ACL, she will probably not be there. She is a silver medalist in the steeplechase at the Tokyo Olympics in 2021. Also, Alyssa Monson for a torn medial meniscus, and she's the 2020 Olympian in the 10,000 hurdles, the American record holder in the 5,000 and 10,000 meters, and the 5th place finisher in the 5,000 at last year's World Championships. Caitlin Tohi, a 4-time NCAA champion distance runner for North Carolina State, who turned pro and signed with Adidas last winter, is also likely to miss the trials due to a lingering hamstring injury. There's also some doubt about the status of Athing Mu for a hamstring injury. She's the Tokyo Olympian 800-meter champion who has yet to race in 2024 at all. So we don't really know exactly what the definitive, if she is going to be at the trials. There's some doubt that she will be. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm hoping that we get some more updates soon about that. And then meanwhile, Emma Corbarn, a 3-time Olympian, 2017 world champion, and 10-time U.S. champion in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, broke her ankle during her season opening steeplechase in Shanghai on April 27th. She underwent surgery a week later and announced at the time that she would miss the trials, but has been progressing quickly through her recovery. If both she and Frerichs miss the meet, it will leave the door wide open for a new generation of steeplers, including 2020 Olympic Valerie Constein, who's back in top form after tearing her ACL at a steeplechase and undergoing surgery last May. So it'll be very interesting. But on some brighter news, there will be some new mothers competing, which is so impressive and inspiring. And I love when they get their own spotlight because that's so crazy. So Elle St. Perry is the top-ranked runner in both the 1,500 and 5,000, having won personal best of 3 minutes 56 seconds, the second fastest time in U.S. history, and 14 minutes 34.12 seconds, the 5th fastest time on the U.S. list this spring. Although she's only 15 months postpartum after giving birth to her son in March 2023, this 29-year-old is running better and faster than ever. In January, she broke the American indoor record in the mile at 4 minutes, 16.41 seconds at the Melrose Games in New York City, and then won the gold medal in the 3,000 meters and the Indoor World Championships in Glasgow in March. St. Perry could be joined by 2 world-class sprinters, Nia Ali, the 35-year-old number 2 ranked competitor in the 100-meter hurdles and the 2019 world champion. She's the mother of a 9-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter. And then Kanara Hayes, the 32-year-old 8th ranked runner in the 400 meters, is the mother to a 5-year-old son. Hayes, a 3-time 4x400 relay world champion, finished 7th in the 400 at the Tokyo Olympics. Meanwhile, Kate Grace, a 2016 Olympian in the 800 meters who narrowly missed making Team USA for the Tokyo Olympics 3 years ago, is back running strong at age 35 after a 2-year hiatus during which she suffered from a bout of long COVID and then took time off to give birth to her son in March 2023. It's not clear or definitive if all these mothers will be competing in the trials, but these are just some athletes to keep your eye on if they do end up being at the trials, and like we should all be like giving them a round of applause because they're like newly mothers and they could possibly be at the trials. So we're now going to move on to the next segment where we're going to talk about the new Athletes Unlimited Softball League starting in 2025. Before we begin, we are going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.